Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Real Will here with another trading video for you. Welcome to my channel. This is the Real Will's channel. This is me. I'm a day trader. I'm a futures trader. In the past, I was trading Forex. But then the futures market, I didn't know nothing about the futures market until all the prop firms start shutting down in a CFD side. And here I am. I am going to trade Forex with my live money, though, because of the leverage, because you can make a little bit more money off your $1,000 than the futures market. But here or there, this is not the video for that. This video right here is a simple breakdown of supply and demand for beginner traders, those that are looking to switch their strategy from indicators to supply and demand, fair value gap to supply and demand, support and resistance, which is similar to supply and demand, but a little different. Supply and demand. What else is out there? I don't know. Any strategy that you use, ICT, supply and demand. So this video right here is a brief guide of what is support and resistance, right? We look at support and resistance, not support and resistance, but supply and demand. But we look at supply and demand, and that was a tool that was always in my toolbox, right? There's a toolbox, right? And the toolbox is a toolbox full of strategies. You got Fibonacci, you got the crossing of the EMAs, you got support resistance, fair value gap, ICT, ICC, you got supply and demand, you got a lot, right? So I always had supply and demand in my toolbox, but never used it. I've been trading for 5 years. And this past year, I had over 4 payouts, the most I had in my 5 years of trading. But the first 4 years, I was just strategy hopping, trying to figure out who I was, right? And in this game, it's all right to go in that toolbox and figure out which strategy fits you. Because you think about it, Doyle or Charlene FX or whoever you like to follow, experience and a gut feeling also help them be profitable, because they're trading the same. You trade the same strategy they're trading, but why are they more profitable than you? Because they've been in the game a little longer. They experienced the losses. They experienced losing accounts and blowing accounts. They didn't trade prop firms, and we're trading prop firms, So I just want to talk to you about this supply and demand and how supply and demand actually changed my trading life for good. Normally I have visuals and all that. I don't want that. I just want to talk to you. Take notes and just talk to you. What is supply zones, right? Supply zones, some people would think of resistance, okay, boom. Which can be correct. It's very similar, but it's a little different. Supply zones are areas on a chart, and I'm gonna show you on the chart. It's on the chart where you see selling pressure exists. So you saw a strong push down, and then you saw this little green candle right next to the push going down. Then you draw that zone, boom. That's your supply zone. And the opposite is the bearish, or not the bearish, but the demand zone, right? That is where the buyers, they're interested in buying there. They want to buy at that level. So you see a strong push up off a little red candle. And then you see the push coming back down to that zone. That's the demand, and you taking it up. That is what it is. And it's also like filling an imbalance. Because you get that push up, and then you got all these candles that need to be filled. So you get that push back down, or the opposite, right? My videos, this probably will be the only teaching, like guided, video for you all. Because everything else, I love to be on the charts. I love to show you the trades that I took throughout the week. And that is what I'm saying. So with supply and demand, you have to be patient. It's similar to ICC. If you trade ICC, it's very similar. You got to be patient because you look at the indication that it's buyers. But then a correction, which is the pullback, you wait. And then you get in on that buy or sell for the continuation. So it's very similar to ICC, right? So traders often look for a fresh, retested zone. So this zone that it touches, if it's demand, or sometimes I'm gonna say support and resistance. My bad, guys. I was a support and resistance type of guy. But you look at the demand and you see a candle wick at the demand, or wick at the supply, or close within there. I'm gonna show you, probably not on this video, but I will show you entries. There's three type of entries I like to take. I like to take the aggressive approach. That is really when I want to take the aggressive approach during Asian or London, but more New York. Then you got the conservative, those that just like to wait just a little bit, and then you get in. And then you got the super patient one, the one that wait for the break of the candle, and then they get in. The best entry is me personally, is the second one. You know, you waiting for another candle to close, but on that zone, I'll show you, you know. So here is key concepts for supply and demand. I know a lot of traders will say, you know, you got to do a weekly, daily analysis, and then you drop down to the 4 hour, the 1 hour, draw your supplies, drop down to the 5 minutes. I'm going to make it simple for you. Trade one time frame first. We're going to stick to the 5 minute time frame. We're going to wait. Right? Supply and demand is strong in a trending direction, not consolidation. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's straight up, up, down, but it's going in a trend, not sideways, or it's going down. Those are the best ways to get in to a supply and demand trade, right? No choppiness. So yes, you can trade supply and demand on the daily, the weekly, the hour, 2 hour, 15, 1 minute. I like to trade it on the 5 minutes. And it's deeper than just getting in at a level, at a zone, supply and demand. You got to wait for break structure, which I will create a video on break of structure, which is very key because you got to wait for the trend. Shout out to her trading journal, Camellia. You got to wait for the trend, wait for market structure to be broken, right? Pull back into that zone, and then you enter. Those are your rules. And those are the rules that you need to stick to, right? So, should I drop down? Let's look at a few charts real quick. Let's look at this chart. And I'm going to break it down just a little bit for y'all. And we're going to find, on the 5 minute, we're going to find supply and demand zones. Ignore this. This is what helps me with the higher low, the market structure. I love it. I love it, guys. Ignore it. All right, so let's look for supply zones first. So we see a trend going down. Boom, boom. Right? This would be a supply zone. You see this little candle? I like to get the wick. Let's see what it looks like on here, though, so I could know. Yeah, here we go. I like to get the wick of that push of that body. I know some people like to do it just that little candle. So if you're going down, right? If you're looking for a supply setup, a bearish move down, you want to look for whatever candle you chose for buying. I like green. I like green going up, black going down. You want to have a little candle, right? This candle could work too, but this is not a good setup. But you want a little candle, and then you want it. You want the blacks to go down. You don't want black and then it shoots down, or you don't want green, black, green, or green, black. You could if this was a black candle, this could be a zone for supply, but boom, boom, right? That's a supply zone. Never got back up here to touch it. You know what I mean? This is the supply zone. Supply zone. See the green candle? I like to get the wick. This is the supply zone right here. You got so many supply zones, and this is where I'm going to teach you in later videos which supply zone you need to focus on. That's the supply zone. Came up here. This is the aggressive entry, which I will show you later in another video. You will get in once that green candle, get into the zone, stop loss above here. You're going for 101, 102, whatever you feel comfortable with. This is the second entry, the conservative entry. You see, you got a close green, then you got a close sell. You would get in on this one. Or the third one, super patient traders, you will wait for this candle to be broken. You'll got in on this once it broke it. Stop loss above there. Super simple. All right. I guess y'all understand these are the supply zones. Boom, another supply zone. All right, let's look at some demand zones. This is a good demand zone right here, right? Boom. Never came back down, but demand. You got the black candle, push up, demand. Came back down, broke a structure. Man, yeah, we're gonna dive deep. We're gonna dive deep. Boom. Demand. Up. Never came back down here. Here go another demand. You're gonna see so many supply demand setups, and that's why I need you to continue to follow this channel so I can show you, how to enter into these levels. Boom. You got demand set up. Came down. Look, broke structure. The broke market structure right here. Broke this higher high with this candle right here. Boom. You got your demand. You wait for it to come down at 925. You would have entered this trade right here. Once it tapped into the zone, or you will wait until it close out the zone to get in. Stop loss underneath this. You went for 101, 102. It came back down. You would stay there, you still been good. So these are demand zones, and these are supply zones that you can look for in your trading. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, guys. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I just love to help traders become profitable and become the best trader they can be. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and look out for the next video. Let's get it.